You already know that housing is at crisis levels. People who need housing can't get it. People who maybe even have housing can no longer afford to stay in the houses that they do have. That is why affordable housing, is number one on my five solutions, and housing for all is number two. Now, for years and years, there were trends pointing to housing crisis like this, problems. This is what happens when housing is just left up to the free market and it is a commodity and it is not protected. People who are more and more vulnerable cannot afford their homes. And then you add rising taxes onto that. But one chilling statistic that I read was that just over the last 20 years or so, the age of people using homeless shelters, people over 50 who use homeless shelters have tripled. And so that is an example of how seniors who are vulnerable on fixed incomes or that sort of thing are not able to work the way they once did, are not able to afford housing. That's just one segment of the population that needs to be protected, needs to have a guaranteed home. Now, as I say, as I run for MLA, I am optimistic that there are incredibly innovative people and organizations trying to tackle this problem. And as I mentioned yesterday, it seems that the system that should be serving us is actually working against us in a lot of ways. And so that's why I want to get to the legislature and advocate not just for our riding, but also to ensure that these systems do not inhibit amazing work being done. Last night, I was at the St. Stephen Committee of the Whole meeting, the council, and Brent Harris presented. He is with Vacant to Vibrant, and I just wanted to share with you one of those very exciting social entrepreneurial solutions to housing. And he came to St. Stephen from St. John. He's a St. John councillor, at city councillor, and he would like to innovate and bring the solution that they are providing in St. John here. And so what Vacant to Vibrant does is it provides housing by building and constructing, working out all of the challenges in order to get new units built. Now, the units, as you might understand from the name, Vacant to Vibrant, their model is to take largely vacant properties that, if you live in St. Stephen like I do, you see these all over the place, whether it's residences or whether it's something like the Border Arena, or just large structures that can be renovated and revitalized to put more affordable units in them. And he provided plans of an old arena in St. John that basically used the existing structure and had dozens of units inside, small apartments where people can live affordably. And this was one of those examples. I've said it before, I'll say it a lot. These are complex problems and they require complex and innovative solutions. And so one of the issues that faces the providing more housing units, for example, is how we are losing tradespeople. So this is something that Brent Harris described. He said, one thing we have to consider is we want to build more units as quickly as possible. But a pretty chilling stat that he quoted was for every 7 tradespeople that retire or leave the vocation, 1 replaces them. And so, he said we're hemorrhaging tradespeople. How do you build more homes, more of anything, when you're at a -6, a deficit of 6 people on an ongoing basis? So, in order to solve the problem of not enough homes, first you have to solve the problem of not enough tradespeople. And that is an example of something that he is committed to doing. So Vacant to Vibrant had to start kind of a second venture or a partner venture called Hammers to Homes, where they developed a fast track curriculum through NBCC, New Brunswick Community College, that basically within 3 months, he was saying, gets people learning the trade of building housing, whatever it is, the specific focus, whether it's hanging gyprock or framing, getting people into college and then having them work on actual homes so that homes are being built. I want to share with you more tomorrow because I'm already at 5 minutes. What Vacant to Vibrant is doing, how they work, what their plan is. But again, I was at council meeting last night. I never attended. I'm going to be honest with you. I never attended council meetings just as a regular a regular person running my business, raising my family day to day. There were very few people in the gallery, in the room, and that's why. And I'm not suggesting you need to be there, but I'm suggesting that it's important for you to know the challenges, the complexity of the problems, but that there are solutions, and I want to be in there like a dirty shirt, as they say. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm encouraged. Yes, this is not easy stuff, and yes, this touches real lives. People are suffering and in misery when they don't have homes. But I continue to be optimistic that we can solve these problems, and you and I can be a part of it in the best way that we can. And something like Vacant to Vibrant is something that we can partner with. These are people who have the knowledge and the infrastructure to start actually providing a solution. It's encouraging that those solutions are there, but they also take a long time. So I'll talk more. Yeah, that I know. That's bad news. But we need to be seeing problems coming, and maybe we're learning about this better now through the crises of housing and nursing homes with not enough space, and the healthcare crisis, not retaining our nursing staff or doctors. Maybe it took a crisis like this for us to get better at seeing problems coming down the line, listening to the voices that say we need to pay attention, and coming up with solutions before they turn into crises. And maybe that means a change. It certainly, I believe, means a change in people representing you in government and a change in the system, which Greens are committed to as well. So I'm looking forward to bringing more about this tomorrow over the next couple of days. I'm headed to Campobello today to camp and canvas, and so I have no idea what kind of reception I'm going to get, but hopefully I can by reception, I don't mean how people are going to treat me. I mean cell reception. And so people are very kind at the doors. I'm going to meet some community leaders. I'm looking forward to that. But I will come to you tomorrow with the best live cell reception